All right, we're here with my buddy Rocky Dale Davis. Thank you for hanging out, Rocky.
What's up? I'm glad to be on here. You know?
Absolutely. So I was thinking back. I was trying to think. When did we meet? We met in New York. I remember that.
Yeah, we met in New York City. I had the booker of a TV show. Coming out to see my set.
This was a while ago.
This was a long time ago. This was 2016. So young.
Wow.
Wasn't even the flag and anthem yet. So.
2016. Oh man, I'm not to show my mental challenge cards right up top. How many years ago was that?
That would be 2024 years ago.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you really not know that?
I mean, I know that was 4 years ago, but then it says, that sounds about right. That clicks out to my math. Yeah.
Okay. All right. 7 divided by 4.
Yeah.
No, there was a lady coming out to see me for a TV show, supposedly.
Yeah.
And then
Did she not show up?
No, she showed up.
Okay, good.
And then you booked the show, though.
Oh, shit. You never told me that.
It was the late night set.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How'd you never tell me this?
Well, we never really talked about it. It just kind of happened.
I guess it'd be a weird thing for you to maybe bring up,
just
too.
Hey, it's so cool. So cool that girl that was supposed to be coming to see me and you stole the spotlight.
Wait, that's why she was there that night?
Supposedly. I don't know if she was coming regardless to see you because when she came, y'all were
wasn't.
So that's what I'm saying. So she was supposedly coming for 100% to see me then.
Oh,
and
man.
Yeah, and me and her it didn't seem like, my set was all right anyways, but it didn't seem.
Well, it's a lot of pressure when you know you're performing, when you know the person's there.
Yeah, that was my first time doing it too.
Right.
And I was.
First time at the Cellar?
No. We were at Gotham. We were at Gotham.
Really?
We were doing the Tuesday show.
Yeah, there's the new talent show. New talent's when people that are really new can they bring people, they can get on stage. They'd let
No. This was Comedy Juice.
Oh, Comedy Juice is not new talent at all. Comedy Juice is a great show.
Yeah, so it was Comedy Juice, and my manager, he had told me, he's like, send me your dates because when we'll have you, we have some people come watch you, we'll come see.
Right.
You. So it was her, and then I did the set. And then I remember y'all were buddy after and shit.
Really? I had no idea about
and
this.
then you're on the TV show and I was like, what? I'm done with entertainment.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the first time I did that show, I remember the very first time I did it, I got out of the car and the second my foot hit the pavement out of the car, someone went, boo.
That's great.
Boo. And I scurried in, and you know what it was?
What?
It's because Bruce Springsteen was also on the show that day, and I didn't know that that's his nickname.
Oh.
So I thought someone was booing me.
Oh.
So I sprinted into the showroom.
I would be so upset.
And I was so upset. I was like, they can tell, but I don't deserve to be here. I'm not a good writer. I was just so in my head because I thought people were like, boo, boo, boo.
That's Nate's story at Conan. I think
I haven't heard
Conan. He was pulling up to Conan and he was in the car and then the paparazzi are outside waiting.
He's like, what the fuck?
He's like, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for all this time. They open and they go, oh, don't worry, it's nobody.
It's nobody.
It's nobody.
They couldn't just say, it's not the guy we were waiting for. It's nobody.
It's no
It's
one
a loser. This
matters.
person should kill himself. Fuck.
Yeah, we met and then I gave you some dates in some places in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
because I thought I thought we met at the Comedy Cellar because I remember seeing you.
We met after. There was a time in between that. We met the first time at the Gotham.
Okay,
and then we met again at the Cellar.
Okay, because also you stand out in comedy settings for sure.
I think so.
I don't know anyone else with any. I mean, maybe an accent, Southern accent. Maybe Nate. That's about it.
Yeah.
Nate's
is different. Nate's, I don't know. Me and Nate, we sound the same when I talk slow. When I talk, like I'm talking right now.
Right.
We have a similar, it's really weird. And then it's the same thing with Theo. Theo, I swear to God, you would, I'm not lying, I started saying gang gang. I just heard it and I started saying, and then
Did he come up with that or is that something
No,
from?
it was like a rap thing. It was and it was just and he started saying gang gang and then I started saying it and then I'm like, well, I can't fucking say it if he says it.
Right.
Because it's kind of he's the one that put the stamp on it. I can't, nobody knows Rocky,
You gotta do a twist on it.
Yeah.
We could bring back skeet skeet.
Yeah, skeet skeet.
Skeet skeet.
Yeah. Well, I think he actually says that one too. Theo has it all the good sayings on lock. And then Nate, if I talk slow, I sound very similar to him.
Because what was the name of the town you're from?
Brookwood, Alabama.
Brookwood. What was Brookwood like?
It was. Well, what's funny is you said your town's 800 people.
No, I lie.
Oh,
it's a lie. My town has 2,000 people, and I'm a psychopath.
Do you remember when you lied last night?
Yes, I got an issue. This is the other thing. I wanted to get to that too because Well, this
you
I don't.
had no reason.
Yeah, just
not even.
But I caught myself quick.
Yeah, and then you go, I just lied. I don't
know
know
why I did that. Well, I know I did that because I'm trying to recreate the narrative for myself. We were talking about cheating, and so this was
which I have not done. But this, let's just
that makes you sound so guilty.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we were talking about. I was against cheating. I do not like it.
He was. So
I
there
just
was.
want to advocate that.
So, we were talking about cheating. We were talking about cheating. Someone who's not on the show came in and was hanging out. And I had someone that I know that had been talking about cheating, and then you had a very strong opinion about that.
Yeah, I'm very against the cheating aspect.
Have you been cheated on? Or
yeah, I have.
Okay. I was wondering where that was coming from.
I have. There was only one time in my life where I lied to someone, and it never ended up in a cheating, but I lied. And it was like
you've only lied to someone one time in your life?
No, I've lied over my life, but it was to a woman about another woman.
Right.
And it was when I did that, I just was I don't know, my word is the only thing I have in life that I've been successful with.
Oh my God.
So it's when I tell someone I've lost tons of money on gigs before just because I'm gonna go. I'm not good at if I was good at lying, I would be a lot further in my career.
What makes you lose money when you don't lie?
Because I've had someone, or when I would be they would be hey, can you come do my show on January 12th and it's gonna pay $300?
Yeah.
And so I'll say yeah, and then I'll forget about it. And then they'll text me, hey man, can't wait to see you this weekend. And then I'll be instead of just being I'm sick or I'm just
right. You keep it too real with that.
My buddy invited me to a comedy competition, and it was I had told him I could do it, and then I realized I couldn't. I booked something else.
Right.
But I didn't forgot to tell him. And then the last meeting, hey man, can't wait to see you. Please don't cancel on me. And I was all right, I won't. I literally flew up there for $700 and lost my money, and just so it's cost me money in that. And then in the entertainment industry, I have a hard time lying to people. When someone asks me a question, I don't just
if someone's hey, what do you think of today? You go, fuck that guy.
Yeah. I'm just
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
or if it's someone that
that's unheard of.
I started to do this. I'll be if I'll be I haven't seen them. I haven't seen their set.
Yeah, that's okay. That's something
I haven't seen their set,
right.
Which is just to try to, because I don't want to take money out of their pocket,
right?
Because it's very it's in general meetings, when someone talks about somebody, I'll be yeah, fuck that guy, right?
Oh, you've done that before?
Yeah, 100%.
I've had to bite my tongue because there was one person that kept getting bring it up in meetings, and I was yeah, I'm not. I tried to do what J-Lo did. Who was the celebrity when she pretended she didn't know her? It was Mariah Carey to J-Lo. I basically did the comedy equivalent of that with two people that are not famous or singers. But
I didn't know J-Lo was a singer. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. For real?
I didn't. I thought she was an actor. And
then, she's all the things.
She's when she sung at the Super Bowl, I told my girlfriend's
no
Spanish.
Way.
I swear to God. And then she goes, I was like, she sings? I didn't know. That's
Have
crazy.
You been under a rock?
No, it's but what, so the song she has is Jenny from the Block, which that's but is she a one-hit wonder then?
No, she's got all the hits. She's got,
I haven't heard one of those.
She's got a ton of them.
She's a good actor.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of them. I can't think of them right now.
But Door.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. So last night when we were talking about cheating, and then I said that I was yeah, I haven't cheated in a long time. I worked on it. And then right after I said it, I went, that's a lie.
Yeah.
And there was no reason for me to lie to the people in the room. And I caught myself. But it was just purely me not wanting to admit that I had actually, I'm trying to rewrite it in my own brain.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it was so funny when you did it because you did it so smooth, and then you just went oh, no, I lied.
just lied.
Yeah.
That's a real crazy person.
That. I have a weird, I don't know, I try not to lie about, I don't know. I just don't want to lie to people. My girlfriend, I try not to lie to her. And it's
I think when someone cheats on you, because I always have this theory about my dad. He had cheated on a bunch of women, and then people were like, why? And the reason I think he does that is because the first woman that he was with cheated on him.
Yeah.
So I think that then, not to make excuses for any of it, but then I think it starts, you just get scared. Yeah. So then some people that get cheated on want to cheat. But you had the reverse reaction. You were like, I'm not cheating.
No, I can't do it. It's just, I don't want anybody to ever call me a liar. I don't want to be called a fraud.
Oh, I've been called a liar so many times.
No, that would break my
I'm
heart.
Sure yeah.
No, the liar, or a fraud, or trying to I don't even want someone to think I'm trying to get over on them or anything. Which in entertainment, if you lie, it's so much easier. When you're talking to somebody that guy's great, and be oh, he's so great.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, no, I don't think he's funny. And then it's just I just don't I don't know. That's dumb.
I would do the thing where I'd say, I haven't seen him. Or if someone says, what do you think about da-da-da? I'd be like, yeah, what do you think? They'd be like, I asked you what you thought, and I'm like, I don't know, what do you think?
I don't bend either. I don't ever bend. I don't go against like my ways like with the TV shows. And that's like something like if I just went a little bit, like if I just gave a little bit, I could have so much more stuff.
What if someone said, hey, Rocky, can you do like an hour-long set and you didn't have the material yet? Would you have lied and said you could do it?
Yeah. No, I did that.
Yeah.
That's what I did. But then those shows always were great though. Like those shows, because I had that fight or flight. So it was like, I was always like, but there was like, there's some people like they literally like they have 15, they say they have 15.
Right.
So yeah, I guess I lied. Like that's a lie.
I did that lie.
Yeah.
But what happened was I remember someone asked, I was trying to do colleges, and the first college agent I reached out to said, do you have an hour? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I have maybe 10 minutes. And he was like, call me in 5 years. And when he said 5 years, I was like, 5 years?
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. So then the next guy didn't even ask how much time I had, and I didn't offer it up. Yeah. And he was just like, you kind of look like Ellen, I want in.
Yeah.
And I said, all right. And then he asked if I would dance when I went on stage. And
you dance like a
an Ellen dance.
Oh.
And I didn't. I don't know.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it. I drew the line somewhere. I drew the line with that.
You should put that on your fucking page. That would be the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even know how Ellen dances.
But with your style of comedy too, though, it
wouldn't work.
It doesn't fit.
I'm not a good dancer. I'm dyslexic. I'm like not like I'm disoriented.
Does that affect dancing?
I think
dyslexia?
it's like a rhythm thing.
Yeah.
I'm just like not like limber.
I'm gonna read a book.
Really?
This month. Yeah. I've never read a book, but I'm gonna read one.
Wait, you've never read a book? Are you dyslexic?
No, I just don't read. So you can fight. Why you got to read for them? That's why they created. They created the book for the nerds, for the people that couldn't fight. So when
I can feel you pushing someone in the locker while you say that.
I was a nerd my whole life. I
didn't know that. Yeah, I want to hear the whole story. Okay, so your town was my town.
So my real town. Okay.
How big was yours? Because mine was actually 2,000. That was the original lie.
They got it listed at 1,400. So it's 1,400 people.
So that is fucking small.
Yeah, it's super small.
That's small.
We have the one four-way intersection or whatever.
Did you have a not a stoplight? Stoplight. Did you have a stoplight?
Yeah, we got stop. We got like the little we have one it's like a 3, so we have like a couple stoplights like right there in that little area, and then we have like one place or two. We have 2 places to eat, but we actually just opened our first fast food restaurant.
We just got our first. We got a Dunkin' Donuts, and it was
we got a Jack's.
Controversial.
No, it's big in our town because we have a burger restaurant that's like famous, and then we have a Jack's now. And the Jack's is just.
I have never been to a Jack's. I'm gonna Google
you got to go to the
Jack's.
South. They put the cheddar for popcorn on their fries.
Ooh,
it's really good.
Oh, it kind of turns me on almost.
Yeah, no, it's unbelievable. But the problem is they're coming to Brookwood and they're opening half a mile from Henry's, which is like the spot.
Oh, so they might put the other guys out of business.
Yeah.
Why are they letting them do it half a mile? Shouldn't there be some kind of distance thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the town of Brookwood that allowed it. So it's a big rivalry in my hometown. Like it's starting to get a little aggressive, and it's like they're drawing the lines. Like if you order there, don't fucking come here. Is
that something you could write about? Do you think?
I don't know if it would work because I had a joke for a while that I thought would work because I grew up in a hometown where we had a Mexican restaurant, but it was ran by rednecks.
See, here's the thing. I relate to this so much. So we have my hometown, they opened up a Thai food restaurant.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Out of the 3 restaurants, now one of them is Thai food. And I thought it would be run by rednecks, but I got there was actual Thai people there.
Yeah.
And I walked out, and I called my dad, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And he was like, no one knows. It's gotta be a front operation.
No, so the one they opened was opened by Spanish people. They were all 100% Spanish. Most of them were illegal. They slept in the restaurant.
Wow.
But it changed hands to Donnie, who was a redneck. And so it would be, I swear to God, it would be like Mexican meatloaf, and it would be meatloaf with jalapenos on it. And to me, that's so funny. And it never worked on stage. And then when I worked at Henry's for a while, and they were like this restaurant that is like a burger place, but they're family run and owned. Like everyone who works there is in the family pretty much.
Is Henry still around?
Yeah, it's still around. But the problem is when you're working with a family restaurant, you're the only person that's not in the family. It's just them being mad at each other all the time.
Right.
And so it's hard to like work at a restaurant where it's like, okay, am I going to get paid today, or is fucking Carol going to miss school and now Brian's mad at her the whole week? So it's like I try to tell this story, but no one understands it. And I was like, all right, whatever.
People don't believe it because they'll think it's too weird.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, wait, what? Because I remember when I was trying to learn how to parallel park.
Yeah.
It was hard because I had to go find other cars to park around because there's no one in town.
Yeah.
And people would be like, if they're not from a small town, they'd be like, I don't see, that's crazy. I don't see how that's possible.
No, I never parallel park.
Yeah, there's no, what would you be, there's never
What's the need?
What's the need? It's just like emptiness. There's no one to be sandwiched in between. Then there's none of that. None of that at all.
That is the parallel parking. I did it.
Big city folks.
I did it for the first time in Atlanta, and I was blown away.
Blown away, and you actually pulled it off.
Yeah, I pulled it off in an F-150 too.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a pretty. It comes from driving trucks all my life. So, but it's horrible. Yeah, it's like when you come from a small town to that, where you just pull up anywhere.
Right.
Or you just pull in the grass.
Total. Of course, pulling in the grass.
And then you get in fucking Atlanta, Georgia, and it's $180 if you're 1 minute over the toll thing.
And that's so you moved from that small town.
And Nate Bargatze told me, yeah. I met him in Huntsville and at a gig. It was so funny. He was walking into this shitty bar doing this show.
Yeah.
And he's walking in, and I go, dude, you're Nate Bargatze. Why are you here? And I was like, why aren't you playing like a civic center? And he goes, because you're the only person that would come.
Oh.
And I was like, at the time, I didn't understand it. And then I was like, looking back now, I'm like, oh, he done a half hour on Comedy Central. He wasn't, who he is today. And so I met him, and he told me to move to Atlanta. So I moved to Atlanta 12 days later after that.
What did your family say when you were going to move?
They were blown away. They didn't even know it was good because I had $140 in my pocket.
Right. Had you tried stand-up at the time?
Yeah, I've been doing stand-up for about 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
And so I moved.
And were you like, this is it?
Yeah. At that point, I was because I've been doing it, like I said, 3 or 4 months, and I was pretty much locked in, and I was going to move to Atlanta, and so I moved to Atlanta through Craigslist. I didn't know. I didn't know any
That's how I moved to New York. I fucking moved through Craigslist.
Yes.
Not the way to go.
Not the way to go.
Not the way. I don't recommend it.
And especially like me, like as I'm putting up like the best pictures of me.
Right.
And and this is a joke, I'm working into my set now. GWM. Everybody's like, I'm a retired GWM. And I did not know. And I was like general warehouse manager. That's what I was. I was a general warehouse manager at Mercedes. So
I'm
I was
so scared what it actually stands for.
It stands for gay white male.
Oh, shit.
So when people were offering me free places at their house, I was like, everyone in Atlanta is the nicest people I've ever met. Like, they don't even want money.
This general warehouse community is incredible.
They want to take me out to eat for free. These are the best people. So I stayed with this one dude, and it wound up being $40 a month. He's a beautiful, beautiful condo, right? It's like has like a leopard skin like rug. It's a beautiful place.
And you sincerely think he's just hooking you up? I
really don't know. And so I come in, and I come into the place, and I come in that night, and I have like all my shit with me and stuff. And I'm talking to him, and he's like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm gay. And I was like, oh, all good, man. I was like, I'm not. I was like, we're all good though. Don't even worry about it, brother. He goes, okay, cool. I swear to God, I wake up, I'm sleeping on his couch. For $40 a week. Right. I wake up at about 6 to 7 a.m. He is sitting at the end of the couch, like almost on my feet, and he's eating cereal and he's staring at me. And dude, it was the worst. But to me, it was all I had.
Was he jerking off?
No. Okay. He tried like one time, like give me like a little hug, and I kind of like shoved him off. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
But it was like he eventually kicked me out.
Yeah, because he wasn't getting to fucking stick your toes in his butt or whatever he was trying to do.
When I tried to search his name on like anything, like his name never popped up.
Oh my God.
On any websites, and I was like, he could have been a serial killer.
He could have been anything.
And then I was like, that's how dumb and naive I am. Is like a serial killer was like, this dude is so stupid.
Right.
I'm not even gonna murder
get him. I feel bad for this guy.
I'm not gonna feel the satisfaction.
He's giving you life skills advice. He's like, you got to get your life together.
And then I moved from there to a dude who was cheating on his wife's extra home.
How'd you find that guy?
So a Craigslist.
Yeah.
So moved to Cascade, Atlanta, this Jamaican dude. Never there, but always had random chicks coming in. He'd have like a random chick come in for like an hour and then leave.
Huh.
It'd just be him and her, and they'd leave. And then I wake up one day, I'm getting out of the shower, and I hear a lady start yelling in like the living room. And I go in, and I hear this lady go, who the fuck is this? You fucking him too? And I'm just like, what? No, he's not with me. No, ma'am, I don't. Are you in the right apartment? And then apparently he had a house 2 miles down the road where he had 3 kids and a wife. And this was his side home. And I was paying all the rent for this house.
What did he do for work? Because that sounds like a pretty sweet get up.
Yeah. So he worked at like a Jamaican jerk chicken place. And he was like I thought he was always working, but apparently he was like just at his other house. But I was paying $450 rent a month for this place. And I realized that was the rent for the whole place.
That sucks.
And so I was like, I'm glad he got caught.
Yeah,
I'm glad he got caught.
That sucks.
And that's, yeah.
Were you ever when you got into stand-up and you're like, this is it? Had you ever really been into something before? Like, are you kind of like an extreme personality?
I was into music a lot.
Did you sing?
Country music, yeah.
I could kind of see that.
Yeah, that was what I did. That was still what I mean, it's like, I don't know, like I feel like I would give comedy up so easy. Like
really?
I love comedy and it's like amazing, but it's like, I love country music, especially like really, really good like country. Like, because I have friends that work in country music now.
I don't know one thing about country music.
I had a buddy. I'll tell you this is a cool story.
But I appreciate it.
No,
I do. I'm not someone that's
amazing.
like, ugh, I appreciate it.
So there's a guy named Brent Cobb. He's a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And we were in Nashville. And then we went to this writing studio with him. He was sitting over there just having beers, just literally writing on his guitar.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like they're literally just sitting there. He's just drinking a beer at this studio and he's just writing. And it's like, it looks like it is in the movies. It's just the coolest shit. In Nashville, the fucking beautiful night. And he's just talking about how he's trying to get a cut on Miranda Lambert's new album, you know.
I
whatever.
know that name.
Yeah, so he's trying to get a cut, which means he writes a song for her because he gets paid off of it.
Okay, yeah.
So flash forward to 6 months later, this motherfucker's on tour with Chris Stapleton, who is the biggest country musician in the world right now.
I'm going to Google this because I'm trying to learn new things.
You don't know Chris Stapleton?
No, man.
Tennessee Whiskey?
I know that.
Yeah, that's
okay.
He re-sung that. Yeah.
I don't know that. I just lied, but it sounds
Why
familiar.
do you
I'm
fucking
sorry.
lie?
But at least
you lie so much. You lie so easy too.
Yeah, because it like that would be something that would like lubricate. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, but I know the phrase Tennessee Whiskey, but I'm gonna Google him. Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, he started touring with Stapleton.
I know that
and he had like 5 cuts on people's albums and stuff, and had like he won a Grammy.
Really?
It was like a matter of 6 months.
Oh, that's incredible.
It's like overnight, they really, like, comedians can with Facebook, but it's like overnight, like, we still have to put in a bunch of work. Artists can literally, like, one song overnight on Spotify, they can become.
How did he know how to sing and write a song, though?
He has this beautiful, like, bluesy voice, and he just is a great writer. And I wrote a song one time with a buddy of mine,
what was it called?
Kyle Daniel. And we didn't have a name for it. I don't know if he's ever going to put it out, but I'd love if he did. But Kyle Daniel, he is a rising musician right now. And I wrote this song with him, and it was great. It was like, I love that. But I can't sing consistently enough. Like some days I can wake up and it can just hit the notes, and then other days I can't.
But you think it's because your voice isn't tuned up though?
Probably so.
Because like with jokes, like if I take a break a little bit, I mean then when I come back I feel kind of rusty. Sometimes if I take a little break and I come back I feel really refreshed.
But I think the thing that I like though, like more, I don't know, like I feel like singing, I feel like there's like different weapons of like singing is such a powerful tool and like whatever, but comedy, it's like I literally like when me and my girlfriend, she gets mad when I'll do it, I can just like turn it on, like a cash register. I can just like make a lady start laughing.
Oh, and check out people. Whoever works at Hertz Rental Car, that's my demographic. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Within a minute,
you give me like Susan, like the happy-go-lucky, and I have her dying laughing.
I'm walking up there like, this is about to go down.
And my girlfriend hates it.
I love it. It's my favorite thing.
So mad.
Yeah, like, we gotta go.
But it's like music you can do anytime, but it's like you can like do like at like certain times.
You can't insert it into a conversation.
But you can't just like comedy is just you can just pop it and no one even knows. They can just pull out and be like, that's who I am.
Right. And then they're like, what did you really gain out of that?
Yeah.
And you're like,
I've gotten, there's a thing I can't specify completely on, but I had a guy that I smoked cigars with one time, and it was like, we had like a conversation, and he basically like funded something for me. And just because like I was funny in the conversation.
Right.
And so it's like with cigars, especially like that's why I love them so much is they encourage like listening. And so when you're in comedy, the most important thing you can do is listen. That's why the best crowds are just crowds that listen.
That's interesting because I always think that with acting. When I'm like acting, I'm like, okay, I got to listen, and then don't like actually listen. Don't pretend you're listening and all that stuff. Yeah, with comedy, I agree. Sometimes if I'm like just like not feeling it, then I'm listening is like the first thing to go. Yeah, because I'll just be thinking like I got to just like power through this.
Yeah, they like when you're smoking cigars, you're listening. So it's like it's just an ability to like go go back and forth. And I just had this guy laughing, and so it's like that's why like comedy's like so it's like fun, it's like a funny tool to have at this point. And then like we do it every day,
right?
So we're just so like oiled up. Where it's like when someone like would literally like I hate that saying like tell me a joke is a dumb thing, but it is stupid. But it's like realistically, like I've had people do that, and I start making fun of them, and I give them the reaction that they wanted in the first place.
You'll play into it.
I go, you're a fucking idiot. You want me to make fun? You want me to tell you a joke? I start making fun of them, and then like I'm like I just gave them basically what they wanted. Right. Because it's like I had a guy the other day like they said that he's like I opened for Mike Epps and says like I started to start like making fun of him and like I gave them the whole like story.
You opened for Mike Epps?
No, he random guy said he did, and then my buddy was like, well, tell him you think you're funny, tell him a joke, and then I just started making fun of the room. And then it's like this little back, you got this little card you can just pull out anytime.
Yeah, it's like a superpower.
Yeah, it really is.
I feel like I'm less like that once I started doing comedy because I put all my energy into doing shows. So then if it's not me with like a checkout person, then in the general my day-to-day, I'm like quieter.
Yeah, no, I'm way quieter now.
It's weird.
Yeah,
I'm like, I get
used
enough.
to be a people person.
Me too. I used to be such a people
never
person.
met a stranger.
I used to go out to parties. Now I couldn't even the only reason I go out to parties if I'm dating someone and it's like their dead grandmother's last birthday.
I don't want to, dude. Don't take me to.
Don't take me to anything.
We went to a Pilates today,
Ooh.
and first time going, and so she told me she's like you might like because I love hot yoga.
Right,
hot yoga is one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Yes. So Rocky did this. Really caught my eye. He did was it 21 day?
Yeah. So
21 day hot yoga every day.
Yeah, 21 days, 21 hot yoga classes, and I did juicing pretty much that whole time.
That's
as well.
crazy.
And I also did hot yoga with sweats on. I wore sweats, like I was completely like layered out. And then towards the end, to make sure I lost all the weight, I bought a rubber sweatsuit.
God damn.
Yeah, no, I would drop about like 7-8 pounds every time I did it.
What were you trying to lose so much weight for?
Well, because me and Dustin Sims, he's a friend of mine. He's a Facebook comic.
Yeah.
He's transitioning to stand up. He's doing it the right way too. He's not being an asshole about it, and he's really trying to learn. He's a very nice guy. And so he had gained weight, and I wanted to lose some weight. I gained about 5 pounds,
which isn't very much. I mean, you're pretty tall.
But you can tell a difference.
Yeah, you can feel it. Where do you gain weight first?
I gain weight in my hips. I can't lose weight in my hips. Like right here, like it is the hardest place. Like this right here.
See, I gain it in my butt. And I hate that. And I start going, my pants are getting too tight. My butt's getting too big.
Yeah.
And I feel it. And I've been going to the gym because I want to change my butt. I don't want a big butt.
J-Lo booty.
I don't want it.
You don't want it?
No, I said, But 5 pounds in a certain area is frustrating.
Yeah. Well, because because I have huge shoulders. So like when I'm like decently in shape, so it just looks a lot different. So I wanted to lose weight. And I was like, I told him I can lose more weight than he can in a month. And then he goes, no, you can't. I was like, yeah, I can. And I go, I bet I can lose 30 pounds. Just saying a number.
Which is crazy, because that's not healthy.
I had no facts on, I just said 30 pounds. And he goes, no, you can't. And I go, yeah, I can. And then we literally made a bet. There was no reason for me to do it.
And did he do it?
He didn't lose 30 pounds. No, he lost 16.
Yeah, 30 pounds is like...
I lost 30 pounds in 27 days. And essentially, I lost 30 pounds in 21 days because...
Who's keeping track?
Because the 21 days before, the 6 days before, I was eating grilled chicken and rice, and I was just gaining weight because I was lifting weights, and I realized I'm not going to be able to lose weight by lifting. I'm going to have to do all
just
yoga.
Juicing though, like how were you doing shows?
Yeah, you don't, dude. I promise you, juicing is as a comedian, we would love it so much more.
Really? Because I juiced one morning. No. And that was it. And then I had to get a late lunch.
No, like I eat today, and I'm going to juice the rest of the day. I do coffee.
What do you do when you get hungry?
You just drink a juice.
I'm so scared.
No, it is not hard at all. As a comic, we love it because we were always busy anyways.
Right.
And especially in New York, like in New York, if I'm ever there again, I'm going to do it the whole time.
They got juices everywhere.
Because it's just everywhere.
Right.
You can just grab a juice.
But so you never eat to like comfort yourself? Because like if I'm feeling stressed,
it's
I
like
eat.
Today, like we left and she's like wanting some food. So I just went and ate, but it's like, it's not like, but still, I'm going to be vastly like I ate wings and fries. I essentially had probably like 1,200 calories.
Right.
With juicing, I'm still going to be under my caloric intake by like 1,000 calories.
Right.
So I'll still lose weight.
Were you ever like a fat kid?
No, I was chubby. Chubby. I hit puberty at weird times.
What times?
So like 11th grade, like summer. Like I was like when I started to hit puberty.
So late bloomer.
Yeah, I was super late. And so the same thing with middle school. In middle school, I was fat and chubby.
And chubby.
Yeah. I was like both. I was like chubby. Like I never was like obese, but it was always like I was fat enough you could make fun of me.
I get it.
Yeah.
I was chubby and fat.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite fat and chubby, but I was chubby and fat. I was big. And that shit stays with you. That's why when I feel my butt getting big, I'm like, this has got to go.
I lost all my weight because of mascotting. Because I would do it and you would be so hot in the mascot suit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have we did have a mascot at our school. You were the school mascot?
I was the school mascot. I started doing it because people were calling me gay.
That'll prove them wrong.
Yeah, that's literally what I thought. In my mind, I was like,
is a mascot like a super straight thing?
No, it's not at all. It would make sense if you were gay. It's usually
I'm not gay. I'm the fucking mascot.
Yeah, it's like usually people that do it are the people that are just like cool with the cheerleaders,
right? And
so it's like for me to do it, in my mind I was like, I'll go hang around. Like I don't want to play football, but I'm gonna get as close as I can to playing football. I'm gonna hang around with the cheerleaders. And then I didn't realize like nobody cared. Like everybody's like, oh, you're in a fucking furry costume. It made it worse.
What was the costume?
It was a Brookwood panther. But then I lost like 35 pounds in a season because your sweat. It's like 120 degrees.
Because you have to like walk around and like tell them to like amp it up.
By the way, I loved it. Like,
so you're putting on a show.
Oh, I would if I could do it. Like I thought about doing it professionally. Like because it pays about $30,000 to do it a year.
Really?
Yeah.
And you just have to walk up and down the.
No, like it's an art. Like it's like let's not dumb it down.
Oh, I apologize.
I'm just saying like you're speaking about it as if it's not like.
I know nothing about it. Well, because I'm always looking for careers if entertainment doesn't work out. So I could be a mascot.
So it was
maybe
it was you have to talk without talking. So you really learn how to relay. And what was so funny is I would get so into it. There's a picture of someone took, because everyone takes pictures with the mascot.
Right, of course.
There's a picture of where I was leaning up and like you can see the little spot where I would see out of, it's the flash shine through and you can see me smiling in the photo.
Oh.
So it's like, I'm actually in a photo where you can't see my face, but I'm literally like, I loved it. I was 2-time UCA Mascot of the Year.
Wow.
2-time All-American mascot. Wow. It's never been done before. It will never be repeated. It's
and
like
you didn't want to go pro when you were doing that?
No, because I started singing. So I started being, and then looking back now, I'm a freaking comedian. So I literally could have done that.
But you're always into performing.
They want you to flip though. They want you to be able to do like the comedians and the pros. Those suckers, they can do like backflips and like I could do a front tuck a little bit, but I couldn't get that backflip.
Did people stop making fun of you when you became the mascot? Were they like, oh shit, he is straight?
No, it doubled up on it. They doubled up as twice as much. Because, being from the South, like when the people making fun of you for being gay, you're just trying to fight it. And then you realize like, oh, it doesn't mean that.
Right.
And then also
Rocky is not gay. Not that makes any difference in someone making fun if he's gay.
No, but it's like in the South, that was the common term. Like being gay is bad. Right. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing a sport where I can beat their ass. I'm going to start wrestling to prove to them I'm not gay. And this was a thought as a kid.
The trifecta of not gay.
I was like,
wrestling
I'm not gay,
and
dude. And then so I started wrestling. But then what happened is I'd hit puberty.
Right.
And then I made mascotting cool. And so people loved it. People loved the mascot. Because
people come to you.
I was on TV like every week. People were talking about like how much they loved me on the mascotting.
What TV channel?
It was the WV13 in Alabama.
Nice.
Like they would be like, back with Rocky the Panther. I was in the
celebrity.
Front page of the newspaper multiple times.
Oh, that goddamn brush with fame early on. And you're the fucking man in the town of 1,400.
The thing is people will make fun of you until you can beat them up.
Or make them laugh or something.
Well, but the problem is that when they can beat you up, my style of comedy is making fun of you. So it was like, if I make fun of you, you're gonna beat me up. But then when I can beat you up, you can't beat me up no more. And so then it happened all at once where I won homecoming king my senior year. Like I was
fucking who's
murdering.
fat chubby now, motherfuckers?
Dude, I was so happy. Like my senior year, I was cruising.
Would you say you peaked?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I actually loved high school too.
Oh,
I loved it because I had a tough time. Like home life was all kind of tumultuous, but I loved my friends, and we used to just I just loved small town high school.
I knew
it was
everybody.
a great time.
I knew everybody.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish, looking back now,
I felt like a little mayor.
Yeah. No, you literally I was the homecoming king, which technically I was the mayor for a year. That's what it is, I missed high school up until 2 years ago.
Really? That takes a lot to admit.
I missed it.
That takes a lot to admit.
Because I was on the fucking top of the world.
Yeah, I get it. It's awesome.
The only thing
great.
I wish I would have known in high school, I wish I would have known two things. Like how to cut my hair.
Yeah.
Like getting my hair cut better. And then
Did you have some bad haircuts?
Yeah, I had really bad. My mom cut my hair.
Right.
So she would be cutting my hair with a cigarette in her mouth.
Oh boy.
And so I swear to God, she would drop the
You're
cigarette.
getting ashes on your head. That's the Rocky cut. That's a special deal.
And she'd smack my head and stuff. But it was that, and then the style, the actual. I wish I would have worked out and build muscle. I just didn't know the way things work.
Did you have girlfriends?
Not really. I was very
even as homecoming king, no girlfriend?
No, I was out there.
Right.
I was in the streets.
You're doing your thing.
I was doing my thing. But no, I never had a girlfriend. No. I always wanted a girlfriend. There was one girl in high school I really, really liked, and I really, really liked her a lot. And one time she told me, Rocky, you're too Rocky. Which I guess I was too much me. I guess what that means. That hurt my feelings. And then she
Did she not know you were the goddamn mascot?
Dude, she
said, come
married.
To the show. Game.
She married my one of my best friends.
Wow. Did he know? That was your girl?
No, he didn't. He didn't know. But then they asked me. His mom didn't know when this situation. And
she didn't know the relationship you were having in your head.
No. So they asked me to like host their like reception.
Oh boy.
And so I had to literally like watch like the girl I thought I loved.
Wow.
Obviously, high school love was not real, but it was like, yeah, it was a painful thing. So.
And then when you graduated, what do you think you're going to do when you graduated? Be a singer?
I don't even know. I was going to go to college for broadcast communication.
Did you go to college?
I went to college for like 4 weeks. And then I went on recruiting trips for wrestling because I was a good wrestler. And then that in college is like so much higher of a level.
Yeah.
And they also scare you though. Like I wish they're like, no, I was going back in high school, I would have known like most of the shit, like you're not getting in trouble is not that bad. Like you could do stuff. Like I remember like being like in high school, like I would listen to a teacher, and if a teacher told me something, I would like follow it to the word.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I would never like would like really like push back because I was like, I had to follow this. I wish I'd been like, no, fuck you. Like you're nobody, dude.
So you've got like a natural inclination towards honesty then.
Yeah, and it's like so my mom told me that. And it's like my mom told me that. But now what happened is in my life, I have a real problem with authority.
Interesting.
I follow the rules though.
Do you feel like you have a problem with authority because you feel like what do you think that comes from?
I don't know. It's like I hate when someone tells me if the rules, whatever the road signs are, I will follow them to a T. I will miss an exit to not cut someone off.
Wow.
I am like fucking honest on that lie. But it's like when people tell me, like when like someone like when I'm on the phone with like this company, they're like, you have to do this. I'm like, I don't have to do a fucking thing.
You mean like Rocky, you got to pay your bill?
Yeah, like I'd be like, I don't have to pay my bill. Fuck you, dude. I'll pay it whenever the fuck I want. I don't like when someone like goes like when people like say stuff or like I don't know like when I don't know like when people get like aggressive with me, like when they're like authoritative people or like a cop. Like I'll take a ticket. A cop walks up, like give my ticket. I don't care what it is. Like I don't want to talk to you. Don't give me my ticket. I just want to go. Like don't be my fucking parent.
Right.
Don't talk down to me.
Yeah, I was going to say condescending. If someone, I get so irritable, but sometimes that can get me in trouble because my girlfriend was saying that I get too defensive. Like if I'm like, actually this morning I was like, look, this person sent this and they already disrespected me because they kept doing this and they kept not doing that. And then they sent me this thing, which is an obvious thing to know. And I was like, I don't like someone being condescending to me. I'm not stupid. And then I went and then I said, so everybody's gonna be fired.
Yeah.
And she was like, you, what are you just trying to be by yourself all the time? And I was like,
yeah. No, that's my girlfriend. We had the same conversation. Like there was one time these guys, they fixed my boots. And the bottom of my boots were fucked up. I had to get resold.
Yeah.
And then they called me like, hey, Rocky, you also had a thing on the back that needed to be fixed as well. So that's going to be an extra $80. And I lost my mind. And
why? You felt like they were trying to...
I felt like they were trying to fuck me.
Right.
And so I walked down there because I got off the cruise ship. And I walked down there. It was like a half a mile from where the cruise ship docked.
I feel like since your name is Rocky, I feel like most people aren't going to try to be like, let's pull one over on this guy.
No, it happens all the time. It happens fucking Groupon tour guide fucking shit we just did.
They actually,
horse riding.
They're trying to...
No, they pulled one over because the Groupon price, and then they go, hey, we booked you for tomorrow. Can't wait to see you. Also, this is an extra $65. This doesn't cover what Groupon covers. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking me. And then it's supposed to be 90-minute trail ride, and it was an hour 10. And it's like, so you're lying. So it's 20 minutes. That's a lot. You know?
Don't add on extra costs with that.
No, but then so the guy with the fucking boots, I marched down there. I was on my phone with my girlfriend the whole time. She's like, you really need to calm down. She's like, you need to calm down.
It. Yeah.
And I walked in and I go, where the fuck are my boots? I go, y'all want to charge extra money for my boots? And I'm like, you're the guy that tried. He goes, sir, the bottom. I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. You charged my boots. You're fucking me up. And the guy goes,
I didn't want you to do the thing to my boots.
He goes, oh, you're good. Just take them. And I was like, oh. All right, fuck. This guy probably wasn't trying to fuck me over.
Right.
He probably did something and fixed it. And then I'm just coming in like this loud ass white dude and just yelling about shit.
Did you apologize?
No, I didn't. I didn't apologize. I walked straight out, man. Because I don't know. Like I feel. I don't know. I've done that a lot. Like I don't.
Were your parents really strict? What are your parents like?
My mom was really, really strict. Yeah.
So maybe it was like acting like against that, being like, all right, like I'm my own man now. Maybe.
I don't know. My girlfriend does. I hope my girlfriend like tells me like you shouldn't say that. Like you shouldn't.
I hate
you
when
shouldn't
people
make
say
fun
that.
of that. And it's like I don't. I push against it so hard.
Yep.
It makes me so mad. I don't know why.
I get it.
The stuff that makes me mad, like I tell this in my stand-up now, but it's like I went to Krispy Kreme one time and they gave me cold donuts. And so I brought the donuts back in because it was hot now, sun was on. I brought them back in and I was like, hey, these are cold. And they go, no, they're not. And I'm like, yes, they are.
Uh-oh.
And then she goes, no, they're not. And I'm like, ma'am, I was like, you can feel them. I'm looking at the top. I'm like, a Krispy Kreme donut, when it's an older donut, I was like, the top starts cracking.
Do you not know I'm the heterosexual mascot from my high school? Bitch.
That's right, dude. And
it's a cool donut.
And she argued with me, and I wrote a letter, and I wrote a letter to Krispy Kreme corporate. And I was furious. Like, it was so mad.
I wonder what it is. Because do you think it's like, is it like, because if those are the biggest things too, then that means like also life is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, no, but then it's not. Then I have like real problems that don't really bother me.
That's interesting.
I have like real things that, like when the guy punched me in the face, like, and I like cut my face.
Who punched you in the face?
I got punched in the face at the Strat like 2
I didn't
years
know
ago.
that.
I did a show. Guy was up front talking. I made fun of him. He came up after the show. He was being
Punched
really...
you?
No. He was yelling at me. And I was like, all right. And I was like, we'll go outside because he wanted to go outside. So we go outside. And then we're walking. And as we're walking outside, I realize I'm like, I can't fight him. I was like, if I fight him, I'm working at the casino right now. I don't know what the legal repercussions are. Can he sue the casino?
Right.
Can he sue the room? I don't want to get them in trouble. And so we walk outside. And then we're standing there and he's jumping around and all that stuff. And I'm just like, all right. And I go to walk back inside. And he goes, are you going to be a pussy? They're calling like a bitch and something like that. And I was like, all right. I was like, I can't walk back inside because then I'm a pussy. I had to let him hit me.
Oh.
And I literally walked back out. And he walked back out and he punches me in the face and he took off running. And I walked back inside and I'm telling my girlfriend the story. I'm like, yeah, but obviously I had to walk back out because he called me a pussy. And she goes, no, you didn't. And I was like, yeah, no, I did. Because it's like he called me I can't be a pussy. And she goes, but you could have just walked back inside and he would be outside shirtless yelling and you win.
Right.
And I'm like, no, but I'm a pussy. She goes, no, that doesn't. And I was like, oh, you're fucking right.
Yeah, women coming in with all the logic.
Yeah, that was one where it's like, I don't know why, like, and then now like I'm really like, I don't ever get like aggressive. But then I don't get aggressive with people actually being mad at me.
Yeah.
Like,
do you get that with yourself? Do you get like mad at yourself like that? Because I get the most mad at myself.
I used to get mad when someone thought they could whoop my ass. And then after years of like what, martial arts here and there and then wrestling, I don't care because I know most of them can't.
Right.
And I know if they can, it'll be like a battle.
Right.
Because I met Frank Mir. We did a podcast together.
I'm gonna Google him.
And if you don't know Frank Mir, he's the UFC champion of the world.
Oh, see, I don't get into UFC, but boxing is what I've been watching a bunch of.
Big boxing. Deontay Wilder's from Alabama.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Big dude.
I'm rooting for him.
My buddy's got $50,000 on him.
Really?
To win,
I can't not root for him. Because like usually I kind of go for the underdog, which I feel like Tyson Fury is more, but I can't not.
Tyson, in my opinion.
People think he's going to win. The odds are on him.
He didn't win. I don't know. There's a buddy who I smoke cigars with who is a boxing judge. He judges the fights.
Who's he think's going to win?
He can't tell me because he has like a thing.
Son of a bitch.
But he explained to me why the first fight was a draw. Because the boxing rules.
Right.
And I didn't understand because I'm more of a UFC fan.
Yeah, because I thought it was because he knocked him out.
No, he hit him twice and knocked him down, which I was like 2 rounds to 10 doesn't make sense. But then he explained the whole thing and it made sense. But anyways, Frank Mir, this is when I like got humbled a little bit. I was doing this podcast. He does it with Richard Hunter in town. It's called Phone Booth Fighting. It's great. So we're doing it. And Frank's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. But he's a big dude. And I'm technically taller than he is. But he's still a big guy.
And he's a professional fighter.
He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I mean, he beat Brock Lesnar.
Right.
And who's one of the biggest people alive. Like he tapped him out. So he's telling a story on the podcast about something. And then I interrupt him to do a joke. Because I'm going to do a joke that flows into his thing.
Right.
But he doesn't understand what I'm doing.
He didn't trust you.
So he didn't understand it.
He didn't trust your comedic timing. Yeah.
So I ask it, and then he stares at me, and then he goes, what does that have to do? And he looks at me. He looks at me with confusion and a little bit of anger because he doesn't understand. He thinks I'm disrespecting the question, which he doesn't understand it's flowing. And he stares at me, and it fucking scared me. Like for a second, like I had that feeling of like someone looking at me. I was like, oh, I'm about to fight this guy. And I was like, I'm not gonna beat this guy. Will kill me.
Right.
And so it's like those things like that. Like that's why I've changed as far as fighting. Like I really don't care because like there are
you don't want to
people-
get in trouble for that.
Yeah, no, and it's like it doesn't make any sense. And then like also like they're like as good as a fighter you'll ever be. There are people that can beat the living shit out of you, and they live within 10 miles of you.
Yeah, especially in Las Vegas.
Especially in Las Vegas.
So you went from Alabama, Atlanta, New York.
Yeah, so let's do it. Alabama, Atlanta, New York. Alabama, Atlanta.
So you moved back to Alabama after New York? Because New York is a motherfucker.
New York killed me that first time.
Yeah.
New York killed me every time.
When did you link up with your girlfriend?
That was after the whole Facebook guy shit the first time.
What was the Facebook guy shit?
The guy that apologized to.
Yeah. Rocky was telling a story yesterday. I don't know how much of it you want to share, but he was telling a story about Facebook, which I actually thought you had a good quote in it. I forget what it is now, about hate in your heart. What was it?
You can't, I can't, it was carry hate? No.
It was someone you felt upset about.
I can't hold this hate.
Yeah, you wanted to let the hate go. So you reached out to someone.
I can't because all it's done is consume me.
Right, someone that screwed you over.
Yeah, and so I wanted to apologize to the person. And so I sent this long message.
Even though they screwed him over.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. But I sent them a message, and I even tried to find some ways where I could have talked more and been less angry when they were angry. And then they sent back a long message telling me how cocky I was and all that. So it didn't work out good. But anyways, that guy fucked me over. Cost me tens of thousands of dollars. And because of that, I had to work cruise ships. So
doing comedy.
I go from making about $3,000 a weekend.
Yeah.
Sometimes touring with this dude, doing all the time, killing on every show. People walking up like, "You're amazing."
Comedy clubs or like theaters?
No, theaters.
Oh, okay.
Theaters.
Right.
Yeah, I was doing 30 minutes on these shows.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Darren's.
Yeah, Southern Mama dude. So we're doing this. I'm doing these shows. It was fucking killer.
So you must have felt vindicated when he got in trouble by like a lot of people.
Yeah, well, that's what's funny is I apologized for that.
Right.
In the message, I go, "Hey man," I was like, I realized that me hating you doesn't fix my teeth or my credit. You know.
Right.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
for me.
that's the line I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You hating someone else once said hating someone else is like taking poison and thinking it'll affect them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because
Yeah.
because I had murdered in Montreal the day before. I had a great set. And Tim Dillon even made a video about it. And so I was at the after party smoking a cigar, laughing my ass off.
His name's Southern Mama, and he's a big YouTube guy.
Big, yeah. So
Facebook.
he bombed.
Oh, he didn't just bomb. He got like.
Do you know what's funny though in the message he sent me?
No.
Because I apologize for celebrating his mishap.
Because we're talking mishap. Because I think he didn't he have like a breakdown on stage?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
basically.
for good reason. He said like some
messed
very
up
awful
the festival,
stuff.
said some awful stuff, said some awful shit backstage. He lost a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I apologize for celebrating because I realized I'm like if he wasn't mad at me at the time, if he didn't understand why I hated him, that would be very shocking and it would hurt his feelings. And so I apologize. And then he texted back, "Montreal was actually great for us," and I was like, "Okay."
So he's kind of a crazy person.
Yeah, he's a little. That's fun. But what's fun? What I like though is right now I'm not mad though.
Good, great.
I'm laughing at it.
Good, right.
That's the big thing. Is
You've
what
come
I
full
wanted
circle.
to get because I was never going to quit talking about it. It's a big part of my life. It's the reason was in debt for a while. Still am in debt.
Right.
And so it's like I wanted to be able to address it, but now I can laugh and I'm not like fuck because I used to be angry about it.
Yeah.
And I was even angry the first couple of days, after I sent the text. But so it's like. Now it's a little bit different.
Anger's the lowest common denominator of an emotion. So if you can move past that, then you're making progress.
Trust me, though. When I sent that really nice text message and I get the other one back.
Oh, motherfucker.
I was like, dude, I will burn your fucking house down.
Yeah, now I'm going to kill you.
But now I can laugh about it.
Good.
So he cost me tens of thousands of dollars. And then I started working cruise ships. So I was working this one really shitty cruise ship that it's from West Palm Beach to the Bahamas.
Nice.
But that's like a 2-hour boat
How old were you at this
ride.
time?
This would be 22, 23,
Okay.
23.
Would you get lonely doing any of this or you're just excited?
Yeah, well, I wasn't really, I guess lonely. I didn't, it was funny that I didn't really know what was, I don't know, I didn't have any activities in either. Like now I smoke cigars, I'm never lonely. Like literally with cigars, you're always with someone. And then my girlfriend, so it's like, I guess like I was chasing tail,
And you also, there's like this excitement when you're first starting. You're like, oh, I do this, and then sometime I'm going to do that. I don't know, at least for you, when I was 20, then when I was younger, like no existential dread set in.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I'm out here doing all this stuff. And now I'm like, wait, what am I doing? What's going on? Then I'll get more freaked out.
That's the funny part is I can remember not like needing to check like my phone. Like I can remember like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like where it really didn't matter. I really didn't have to post something. I really didn't have to do anything.
Right.
And
now
like
you
now
gotta
it's like
post.
that doesn't like I could
poster job.
Yeah, you have to do everything every day. And
right.
So it's like ridiculous. But when I worked these cruise ships, I met Laura, my girlfriend, on them. And she was like wasn't into me at all. Like at all.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. She just never liked me.
And you were dating a bunch.
Well, I wasn't dating. I was just, being around.
Have sex.
Have fornication with different women.
That's exciting.
Yeah, looking back, it's really not. Like, it's like, I really hated that time.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, it was just, I don't know. It wasn't. I like having a meaningful thing. I'm more of a meaningful person.
People kind of romanticize the idea of hooking up with lots of different people.
Yeah, people do it now. Old comedians walk up to me all the time. They go, "Dude, you're wasting your prime time. You have money. Right. You're like the best looking you're gonna be for like a couple of years. This is the time you go out." And I was like, I like my cats, man. I got 2 cats and my girlfriend. They're her cats, and they're cool.
Also saying that to themselves.
Yeah. It's like nah. And then somebody goes like, well, what if your girlfriend y'all break up and then you wasted all this time when you were young? I'm like, I didn't waste it. This is awesome time.
Exactly. That's not the way to look at it.
Great. I love
hate
this
that.
time.
If someone says, "Oh, you wasted my time," I'm like, first of all, I paid for a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't really waste it. But also, we learned something.
Yeah.
You know.
No, my girlfriend, like early on, the reason that I was okay with like some different financial stuff we've been through is because she showed her colors like really early on, like positive colors, like super positive colors. Like 6 months in, she like showed some stuff that I was like surprised about. And so I don't ever like, you know, I met her on a cruise ship. She's a dancer. We live in Las Vegas. It's great. We're going to live here like 2-3 more years, have some kids or something.
You guys are going to have kids?
That's what she wants. She wants to have like 3 or 4. I want to have like, I either want to have 2 or like 12. I want to have like 2 or like a bunch, man. She wants like 3 or 4. Does
your family try to get you to come back to Alabama?
Yeah. They wanted me to convert religions for my girlfriend.
Like
she's Catholic.
Yeah.
And then her family's super Catholic. And so they want to have a Catholic wedding. And I'm not religious at all.
And do they want you to have Catholic kids?
Yeah. And I'm not.
Right.
That's just no.
Are you atheist or are you just not Catholic?
I'm just not I'm not, they can do whatever they want with their life, but I'm not going to push it on them. And I'm not going to fucking have them touching them with like holy water or whatever.
Right.
And that's just 100%.
Touching them with holy water.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trusting this fucking idiots. And so her family's like super Catholic though. And so my mom was like, you need to convert for her. And I was
like, your family likes her a lot.
My family is unbelievable about it. Because for a while it was just a rotating door. Right. You know. Right. And then now there's somebody there. So they love her.
Right. They're like, get in the church.
They don't understand too that she doesn't understand my family just agrees against me. Like most of my friends are just like, you would think my friends hated me because we just talk just mad shit to each other all the time. And we just try to make each other's lives hard. Same thing with my family. My family, we're just the meanest people to each other. Like I make fun of my sister all the time. Like she had a kid. Like I made fun of her being fat for like 2 months after. She used to cry, and I would love it. I would love every second of it. She had a thing to put a hearing aid in her head.
What?
Cochlear implant.
Huh?
And I was like, yeah. I started like making fun of her like her scar and shit. Like we're really mean to each other.
And she's mean back to you, or you're just a bully?
Yeah, no, super mean. But then, like my girlfriend, with my mom, when we get around my mom is mean to me. She's like, yeah, so your mom agrees with me. I'm like, no, my mom doesn't fucking agree with you.
Right.
She just jumps on whatever bandwagon we can to fuck the other person over. It's just how we are, you know.
Would she gang up on your girlfriend?
No. She goes with whatever she says.
Right. Oh, I hate that.
And then my girlfriend,
my
girlfriend, and like people,
she feels validated.
Yeah,
like,
she feels fucking validated, and that's the problem. Like we went to Henry's. And then the guys at Henry's were like, oh, why are you dating Rocky? You can do so much better. They're fucking around. They're joking. We're having fun. They hate me. I hate them. And then she goes, everybody in your hometown is saying I could do so much better. I wonder what, I'm like, they're just fucking around, dude.
Right.
When you leave, they're going to go back on my side. We're mean to each other. That's what we do. Where her family's not like that at all.
Huh.
They're very like, I don't know, like a typical Midwest family where I have like a white trash, like crazy family.
And have they met? Have the families combined?
No, they would, I don't know, it'd be so weird when they meet.
Because you're going to at the wedding.
That's going to be so weird, dude.
Maybe so they don't get mad that you're not Catholic. Maybe say you're converting to like the religion they would hate the most. Yeah. And then back down and be like, all right, I'm not going to do anything. So it's like a middle ground that you're not doing anything. Because you could be like, I'm going hardcore. What's a religion Catholics don't like? Muslims? I don't even know. Jewish people?
Don't molest kids? I don't know. I really don't even know. I don't even know religions, but it's like I don't care.
You can make one up. Yeah. I'm doing Pokemon.
I don't like she's not on my side about it though. You know,
right?
It's like be on my side. Like, dude, I'm not. What if I ask you? I'm asking you the same way you're getting mad. I'm asking you to not. We can do. She goes, well, we can have 2 weddings. We can have the real wedding and then whatever wedding you want to do. And I was like, I'll fucking no bullshit. Dude.
Yeah.
No, I want to have my real I want to have it in maybe like an old church. We can have an old beautiful church. I just don't want a priest that goes up and talks about God the whole time.
Sure.
Because I'm just not gonna work out. And my kids are not going to be put in a fucking Sunday church because I'm not missing the games.
How are you guys going to come to a conclusion
I don't know.
on this?
We talked about it. And I told him, like, hey, you really need to work this shit out before we get this done. And then she keeps like putting it off. And I think she thinks I'm going to cave. And I'm like, girl, I'm not fucking caving.
Because also, do you watch 90 Day Fiancé?
We do. Watch it all the time.
You know, it's Sunjin and the girl on that, Tanya.
They live in Vegas. They came to Vegas.
Did they?
I think so.
She wants to have kids, and then he doesn't. And then I was watching like the recap last night, and they were like, "So what are you guys gonna do?" And then they were like, "We got to figure it out."
No, it's like I'll have kids, but the problem is she's older than me, about 3 years.
Right.
And so her time clock's ticking. You know, them eggs are fucking cooking like Sunday morning.
And when she starts to have friends that have kids, that's when you because I don't think I want kids, but the only time I ever really looked around about it was when I had friends that started having kids.
Thankfully, all of her friends are the worst.
Okay. Thank God for that.
No,
thank God for that.
Her closest friends, all of her hometown friends are having kids. And what's funny is my hometown friends, their kids are like 5 now.
Right.
Their kids are old as shit.
We done
kids are
been
smoking
having
cigarettes.
kids. Yeah.
But none of her friends are going to have kids anytime soon, unless it's by accident, which that could 100% happen with a couple of these cats. But
you've got 5 sisters?
No, I have 4 technically.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.
Technically?
Well, yeah, I have 1 real sister and then 3 steps or half sisters.
Did you guys all grow up together?
In and out. The two of them were always there, and the other ones would like swap their time with us.
Huh.
They had a different mom, and she had a bunch of problems, and they were from my dad's side.
Yeah.
And then I'm nice with them. They're great. You know, they're nice. I don't talk to them that much. I don't have time. Like
right.
My girlfriend doesn't understand that. I'm like I don't have time. I'm trying to shrink my circle. I don't have enough time to maintain the relationships with people I like.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to add some fucking dude, some random guy that you know.
Right.
And then she's like, you can't even talk to people anymore. She's like, you get bored talking to people. I'm like, yeah, I do. And then she goes, you can't even hold a conversation. I'm like, no.
You can if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, it's like I can fake it if you use what you want. You want me to fake it? You want me to put on the fucking show for everybody?
Right.
Bells and whistles and all that shit. But it's like, no, the guy's asking me, the guy works at a restaurant and he's a bartender.
Okay.
What do you want me to fucking talk to him about? What he wants to know
Maybe
about
he'll surprise you.
how I started comedy? Oh, I want to tell that.
Right.
I want to go, I want to hang out with you, or I want to go smoke my cigars. And I want to be around comedians.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you can talk to comedians you met, and you don't even know them. You talk to them for hours. I'm like, yeah, they're fucking comedians.
And you know what part of that is too? I'll find with comedians, they're more likely to be like, not pretend like everything's okay. Because when I talk to other people around my age group, I'm like, which is not even that often, but if I have to for whatever reason, I'll be like, how are you doing? They'll be like, good, just got this promotion. They're spinning it.
Yeah.
With comedians, maybe some of them do that, but for the most part, they'll be like, fucking, I'm going to shoot myself.
No.
And I appreciate that.
Dude, it's like that's one of the reasons why I do kind of wish I lived in New York. I hate the whole fucking place.
Yeah, but in New York, I feel like when I was in New York, I wasn't even there that much.
Yeah.
You gotta make so much money out of New York to be in New York.
I wish I had like I'm gonna say something I wish. It's crazy. No, like everyone wants it, but like the Gaffigan, where like Gaffigan just lives this amazing life where you can go on the road and make these millions of dollars, then you can come home. Because I want to be able to be home, like with my kids, but I need to be around comedians, and I want to be around them every day. Like I really want to be in comedy. I want to do it every single night, and like so that's why in New York, I could still be around my comics and get that side out of me, and then come home and live a regular life, and then go back out and talk to the fucking degenerates, and then like have that balance. Because if I don't do comedy for a week, I'm a nightmare.
So maybe you wouldn't give it up that easy. Because you said you'd maybe give it up that easy.
No, there's no fucking way.
Because I relate to that because sometimes I'll be like thinking that, or sometimes if I'm like depressed or had a bad show or something, I've got the same thing I Google. And now it's getting real ridiculous. I don't know if I could Google what to do if you tried to make it in show business and you got some TV credits but didn't necessarily work out, other career options. Guess what? Nothing pops up. And then I'll do a search on like Indeed through jobs and just type in like former comedian, public speaking, telemarketing.
Do you know something I thought about recently when I put out my album and when I put it out, I had this thought. I was like, I really don't know if I'm funny.
Oh yeah.
But so
I think anybody that's funny wonders if they're funny.
Yeah, because like if you listen,
because what the fuck, it's funny.
I love podcasts. I think they're awesome. I love listening.
I hate them.
I love them. Right, so I listen to tons of podcasts. And I love when I hear people mention people's names. You hear like all the time. You hear like Bargatze is so funny.
Yes.
Big J. Okerson is so funny. Chris Stefano, he is killing it right now. He's so funny. Mateo is so funny. Yeah. And you hear it so much. You hear the name all the fucking time. Like there's the same people pretty much. And then it's like I never hear my name. And it's like I want that so much fucking worse than anything else.
The peer recognition.
I want if you offered me $1 million or people on podcasts saying I was funny, I would take the fucking...
Really?
Because it's validation. I've never had it in my life. And so I've never like really won anything. I've been second in tons of things. I've never won. I just want people on podcasts.
You got Homecoming King?
Yeah, but that was fucking... Like that was a different time in my life. Like even state wrestling, I placed fourth. Like it was like, I've always been like the second. I've been like Laughing Skull Festival. I placed fourth or whatever, fifth or whatever it is.
So you'd rather be a comics comic?
I want to be a comics comic.
Really?
I want people to talk about me. I want people to talk about me. I crave it so much.
That is so interesting because I would rather. Well, actually, I don't fucking know. I say that where I'm like, I'd rather like have like a million bill. I don't know. I don't even know. Now I'm having an existential crisis about it. Or maybe I'm just ashamed to admit that I'd be like, yeah, I'd want to have.
I feel like a fraud. Like I feel like a fraud. And then like there's like a certain times where like I was in New York. This was one of the coolest times. I've told the story to all my friends. I texted my family. They didn't even understand it. But I was at the cellar table. I was on the side one, not the main one. I don't sit there alone.
So at the cellar, they've got the comics table, and then there's like a couple side ones.
Yeah.
And the cellar's like the big club in New York.
It was one of the coolest things that ever happened. And
there's a cellar here in Vegas as well.
And so, and she's been great to me. Esti's been awesome. So I'm sitting at the side table, and then Colin Quinn is walking up, and him and Bobby were talking about a boxer, and they didn't know the name, and I remembered the boxer's name, so I said it. And then Colin walked over and sat down at the table, and then he goes, what's up? He said, what's your name? I was like, Rocky Del Davis. And he goes, oh, you're the Vegas kid, right? He's like, they love you around here. I always hear your name. And I was like, that is... I got a new credit. I swear to God, that meant more than
Colin Quinn. That's an institution.
Dude, that shit right there, like, I love it. That's what like means more to me than anything else.
How long ago was that?
That was probably 3 or 4 months ago.
Nice.
And it was, and then I love, and then people come to, when Tim came out, Tim was like talking about how he's going to talk, like Tim Dillon was talking about it. So hung out with Tim for a while and like, oh yeah, you live in Vegas. I was like, they're talking about you like the Vegas guy.
Tim came out to Vegas?
To Vegas. He was doing a gig here.
Yeah.
And he was like talking about how like, yeah, like you're like the Vegas dude.
Right.
So it's like, I just makes me happy.
Yeah, because this is the thing too. You might think that no one is mentioning you, but you don't know.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people picture the worst.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh, no one's thinking about me. Or if they're thinking about me, they're thinking this or thinking that. We have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
We don't know.
People thought.
I'm trying to remember that for myself.
People thought when I first moved here that everything, like even my old manager and agent. And
they said not to move here?
No, what she said it. And then, of course, when I moved here, then like everybody realized how good of an idea it was. And then she's like, oh yeah, I told them the whole time it was so great. And I was like, you fucking liar. No, you didn't.
You're like, here's the problem with a lie like that. I was there.
Yeah.
So I would believe you, but I was the other person you were talking to.
You're lying to me in front of my face. Like I was a kid. Right. So it's like moving here was this huge opportunity and it was great. And it's worked out unbelievable.
Yeah, because it also helps you stand out.
But it's just the only problem is I don't see anybody. Like I don't see other people that do like I don't know anybody on the podcast circuits. I'm here and that's pretty much it.
Right.
And so I'm getting better and I'm making money and I'm living a great life, but I don't get to have the one thing I really want, which is like the validation. Right. Which like Bargatze has it perfectly where he lives in Nashville now. And he's just killing it, and then everyone talks about it.
He's been working on getting to there forever.
Yeah, he's been there 25 years or whatever it is.
He's been doing that for so long. And you did bring the funny.
Yeah, it was great. Such a great experience.
Bring the funny, and what was the one I read too? Did you do something on BET's?
I did BET before.
What was that?
You talking about E though? Are you talking about E?
There was E, but then before that, there's
BET's claim to fame.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So if you Google you, that's one of the first things that pops up.
That's unbelievable.
And it
How
also
did that pop up?
It's on I think it's on the Wikipedia, and then also
I have a Wikipedia.
Yeah,
did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
that's validation.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, and then they had they said there was some site that said you're the 16th most famous person named Rocky.
I know. They also said my there's one you can Google that says my net worth is $2.5 million.
Can I borrow some money?
Yeah. I wonder where they even got that number from.
Right.
Like I wonder, like
someone's making it up.
If you add all of my TV credits together, which there are quite a few at this point,
right?
According to Twitter and Instagram, who won't verify me. There's none. But
have you asked them to verify you?
Over 30 times.
Really?
I emailed a friend at Facebook.
And they said, I don't think so.
They just no. They said no.
Really?
I've legit done 10 TV shows. I've done 10, over 10 actually at this point. And 2 of them being series.
You got to take a picture of you just holding a blue check mark and put that up there so you can have like a bootleg verification.
Dude, it saddens me. That's one of the validations I want.
Right.
Because then if you had the check mark, and then
that's the kind of stuff that drives you crazy, and then you think, oh, if I got this, I'd feel so much better about that. And then you get it, and you're like, I'm still kind of pissed about, now I got a new thing.
I'm pretty good at, I have a couple sponsors, and so I'm pretty good at getting sponsors.
That's cool.
You know, like talking to people into fucking giving me free shit.
Right.
And so with the verification, you can really get that free shit.
Yeah, amp it up.
You can really, because they're going to see it.
Right.
And so that's what I'm saying is like, I really need, like, look, I'm like, this is
a
Waffle House phone case. So I'm really trying to get on the Waffle House.
That's so funny. My girlfriend because she's from Louisiana, took me there. Yeah. And I was like, what is this place? And then I was like, it's a place of deliciousness.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Maybe you could make a fake account pretending that you're impersonating yourself and then say that someone's impersonating you and you need to have a verified account.
That used to work. It doesn't work anymore.
Damn it.
I had a buddy who did it.
Foiled.
He created 20 different profiles and kept reporting them to Facebook.
Oh, wow.
And he has over like 500,000 followers too, and they won't verify him.
Wow. Ruthless.
But then a social justice warrior, she has 3,000 followers, can get fucking verified.
Right.
So I'm...
Anyone in specific or just one in general?
Just go look for 3,000 followers, social justice warriors, whatever the fuck they are.
Right.
And you will see the one, and it is infuriating.
Oh, I'm so curious. You got to start recycling. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to get on that. Now, I have one more question about...
Okay.
Because I had this really uncomfortable dream the other day. Do you have any reoccurring dreams?
I fall a lot.
Okay. All right, wait. Okay, so I've started reading about dreams. Wait. Shit. Falling is, where did you fall? Or where do you fall?
I fall out of the sky. I fly up super high and then everything stops.
Okay. I haven't been in my phone.
My girlfriend did this one time.
Really? What did she think it was?
I think
that's a very common one, by the way.
Yeah, I think that was a fear of trusting yourself or something.
Interesting.
I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. I've had that dream a million times.
How does it end? Like, do you just keep falling, or you
right before I hit the ground? I wake up and my breath, everything is taken away.
So you've never actually like hit the ground?
No, I wake up right before every time.
Okay, if you or a loved one has been having this dream at night, you may have questions about what everything might mean. Blah blah blah. Some of the law of attraction. Okay, according to this dream expert, dreaming about falling can have a psychological basis. As the body drifts deeper into sleep. So do you usually have this dream like when you're drifting off?
I don't really know.
Because the one time I had that dream was I was like falling asleep and then I pictured myself falling and I woke up. Blah, blah,
mine's
blah.
very elaborate. I fly up there. I go as high as I can, and then like I'm getting high and I'm starting to be like, I'm getting a little too high. And then all of a sudden it just goes out from under me.
And then you like have no control?
And then I'm just falling towards the ground. And it's pretty fucking scary. I have it all. I haven't had it, well, actually I had it a couple weeks ago, but.
Okay, there might be stuff in your life, work, relationships, finance, or even physical well-being where you might be feeling overwhelmed or vulnerable, which can contribute to feeling like you're falling because you're like falling through stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's feeling overwhelmed and vulnerable.
Yeah, that's like everyone. I love when people. I'm not gonna shit on anything anybody deals with, but everyone has like this like bad anxiety and everything's this and everything is that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bro. Everybody has that.
Yeah.
Just be a fucking. I hate that thing of where like we're like, oh, somebody's going through it today. It's like, no, everybody goes through it every fucking day.
Right, and then some people get support ponies.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong,
fucking lose it.
There are some people that have real fucking diseases, and there's a real problem. But dude, if your life is hard, everybody's life is fucking hard.
Yeah, someone said this to me once, and it really made me think. I remember being like, I was just having a tough time, and then this other girl complained about something, and I went, how can she think that that's tough when I'm going through this? And the woman said, Emma, everyone's got their own worst problem. So she might feel as much anxiety and sadness about what she's going through as you feel about what you're going through, but you guys each have different levels for where your bar is at for what makes you sad. And I was like, damn. Yeah. True.
No, it's
true. And that helped me have more empathy. You know, and then someone could have that towards me because they could be like, how is that a fucking problem?
I just don't like when people like, because I've been on the TikTok circuit.
Oh, I was thinking of going on that motherfucker. My phone won't download it.
Yes, you tell me.
It really won't. Every time I try to download it, it says you are too old.
I've been TikToking it up.
Oh boy.
And it's like, it's almost popular. Like it's popular to have a mental illness in the sense of like, they're like, I have anxiety. And this, when you're going through depression, it'd be like, and it's like, No, like those things are really bad. And like you don't have them. You're saying you do or you have ADD because of this. But it's like there's everyone like like my sister, for example, she's an idiot. And she'd be like, it's just, I'm just having such bad, I've just been like really depression funk because like, I don't like, I'm just like, no, dude, you're just sad right now. Everybody gets like, she like, it's like, I feel like
you don't buy it?
No, trust me, you don't fucking know it. She just, it's like, cause then the next day she's fine. And it's like, it's like, no, like everybody has anxiety and depression in their life. And there's some people like, when you meet the people that really like have like a bad mental illness.
Or there's been times where I've been depressed which were like, totally different than if I feel down now. Because in times when I was feeling really depressed, it was like I didn't see an out. I didn't feel hope. And then also it was like it didn't matter what was going on because I had no processing skills and I felt like I was drowning. Or things could be going great and you just get slammed with a chemical imbalance. There's a lot of different ways that can like come into effect.
But it's like kids like they're celebrating it. It's like
that's interesting.
It's a popular. It's like I remember when I was in school when it was kind of popular to say you had ADD.
Oh yeah,
like it was popular to say it.
I got ADD.
Yeah, I got ADD because I can't. That's what
for real. I got ADD. I started that trend.
I can't do my work because I have ADD. And it's like no, you don't. You just don't fucking care to learn.
Right.
And just don't like popularize this fucking thing.
As someone who had ADD, dyslexia, I definitely used that. I'd be like, I can't do it because of my dyslexia. I'm confused. But I did try really, really hard too. I cheated in school.
You remember all the kids? I want to try to make this into a bit, but I don't know if people understand. Do you remember those kids that their parents would be at the school a lot, and then like you would kind of like hear like they would say like, oh, I have trouble at school because I'm so smart. They're like, I'm a genius.
I wasn't one of those.
All of those people that were geniuses work at gas stations in my hometown now.
Really?
Because they were so smart, their brain couldn't process this mediocre math.
Right.
But now they're fine. Like they work at a fucking gas station. Well, all of them.
Right.
So it's like I hate that shit in school where it's like my son was so smart and it's like no, I had ADD. No, you didn't, dude. No, everybody in school does not have fucking ADD.
Right.
Some people have it. Like it's like I thought I had it, and I was like, oh no, I just don't fucking care about school.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
Yeah, no, people who really have it, like dyslexic, like people that are really dyslexic, are fucking. It's crazy.
Also, when you meet someone there was this girl I knew with ADD, and she always took her pills, so I was like, oh, I don't really see it. And then one day, I remember her name was Jenny. Someone was like, have you guys seen Jenny? She's out in the lawn eating dirt. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And the next day, she was like, yeah, I'm so ashamed I didn't take my pills that day.
Yeah, no, those are fucking people. Meet someone who really like has a depression and takes antidepressants when they are off them.
Yeah.
It is, you're like, oh yeah, Carol's so mad brunch is canceled early.
Right.
And it's like, no, you're fucking fine. That like my buddy Forrest takes pills. And
I take pills. My girlfriend can tell when I don't take them. She's like, did you take your pills? I'm like, actually, no.
Bro, it is a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like that's so annoying.
I mean, I've been taking my pills.
And also, I'm not shitting on anybody's problems. Right. Everybody's problems are different in their life and they mean different things. It's like my life was hard, but there are people that had harder lives, people that had easier lives.
Right. Yeah, it's always like nature or nurture, like what's causing what.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, life's gonna be hard, dude. And it's like you just be happy. Like it's gonna be fun.
You probably don't have a chemical imbalance then.
No.
Because then if someone has a chemical imbalance, they might be like, I'm going to be happy. And then their heart's like, not today.
No, it's like I had that for a while. I went to the doctor and got antidepressants. I got, within 5 minutes of being in the office, they gave me Zoloft. No.
Oh, yeah, I take that.
Was it? I think no, Xanax. They gave me Xanax.
Oh, that's not all right. It
was Xanax.
Yeah, Zoloft is like Xanax is very strong.
I walked in the office because I had been feeling a heavy depression and I had some little suicidal thoughts.
Yeah,
and never
suicidal ideation.
Never anything like but I had the thoughts of like my life would be so much easier if I died. Like
absolutely.
I had that thought. And I went to the doctor. Within 5 minutes, they gave me Xanax. It drastically changed my personality. And it was like a horrible thing. And then I kind of became like a little bit like, I was like, oh, this is like, I ran out of the bottle.
Right.
And then after a while, thankfully, the one they gave me made me not be able to pee. It was a weird thing.
Never even heard of that.
And so that made me get rid of it. And then I got on my own. Now, here's the thing is like, I didn't have half a percentage of what people that actually have a problem have.
Wait, when you couldn't pee, where'd all the water go when you, like, what happened?
Dude, it was, you ever seen Green Mile?
Yeah,
when the guy can't pee and it seems like miserable. It is the most miserable thing. I would stand over the toilet for 2 or 3 hours and I'd be able to pee.
And the water was just like sloshing in your.
Just not, and you couldn't lay down because you'd have the pain. You'd have the pain of you're holding pee while you're standing over a toilet. It is the worst thing I've ever dealt with.
What fresh hell is this?
Yeah, it was like I was like, dude, oh, it was horrible. Because he had told me, he's like, hey, if you can't pee, let me know. And I was like, I didn't know what he meant. And then like there was like one night because it had gotten like steadily worse. And then like one night I stand for like 2 or 3 hours over the toilet, like legit, like on my clock.
If you can't pee, let me know.
Yeah.
If you've got to say that, like you got to really.
And then I came back and I was
like,
I can't pee. And he goes, I will give you something else. I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm like, is this all? Am I good though? He goes, yeah. He's like, but you need to take something. I'm like, no, I don't. I'll be fine. I'll get over my own. It's like, yeah. It's like it was. Don't get me wrong. It was tough, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day when you realize like, oh, we're gonna be fine. Like this medicine
that was a bad
doesn't help.
doctor.
Horrible doctor.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's what I'm saying though. The problem is because I come from a town where we had a bunch of people that are on drugs, like tons of people on drugs, and there's bad drug problems. And I know good people that ruin their life through drugs.
Like Oxy.
Yeah. So it's like my thing that pisses me off. The reason I don't like people saying they have something they don't is because like those people they don't really have something.
People do that with OCD a lot. I've seen where they're like, I'm so OCD, and it's like, are you? Or are you just trivializing what the fuck someone actually has?
I'm so OCD. I have to like open a bottle before I drink it. It's like, yeah, bitch, everyone does that.
Yeah, and then someone that like has OCD who can't leave the house is like, fuck you.
Yeah. Dude, like if you really like, that's why I feel like if you really had like a mental illness, like you hate today's society because everyone claims to have all this shit and they like romanticize like the OCD. If you really have OCD, like the real shit, it is painful. It is like you really have to like zip your fucking jacket 3 times or whatever it is. Like your life's not fun.
I've got like the opposite of OCD because I'm so careless.
No, dude.
I don't do any.
We talked about that. I like if me and you dated, like I would be the one that like I would hate you,
which I appreciate.
I would clean the house.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. My therapist. I talked to my therapist today, and she asked what my girlfriend did in the relationship. I was like, oh, she makes a lot more compromises than I do.
Yeah,
but I got to get better about that.
I don't compromise because I'm perfect.
I have to make all the compromises
because
I'm fucked up.
No, I don't ever compromise because I feel like I do enough stuff to not have to.
But that's the compromise. You doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought, right? So then like for example, when she goes, "Do you want to come to Pilates?" and I go, "No."
Right.
And then she goes, "Do you want to come to Pilates?" and I'm like, "No." And then she's like, "Do you want to come to Pilates?" and like, "No, I don't." And then she goes, "Well, why don't you?" And I was like, "I don't have to explain myself to
I just
you.
don't want to fucking do
I'm fucking brooming. I'm in here mopping the floor.
Right.
I'm washing the dishes.
Oh,
I'm doing all this shit.
Oh, you're good.
I don't have to fucking." And then I go to Pilates and I hate it.
Oh,
and
I thought you were gonna say you liked it. You didn't like it?
Oh, we didn't talk about. No, it's fucking miserable.
Oh.
The lady was from Russia. And she so I was like, fuck you.
Right.
All America off the
she's
bat.
out to get you.
Fucking Eagles, bro. And so she was from Russia, so I couldn't understand her. The music is blaringly loud.
Yeah.
The lighting's weird. The workouts are they're not what I like to do.
So did you leave Pilates? Because your girlfriend probably just wanted to spend time with you.
No. My girlfriend wanted to go to Pilates because she bought a 10 pass on Groupon. Right. So I hated it. And then a bitch farted. And then what I realized though is I've smelled in my life around 3 or 4 women farts at this time.
Okay. That you know about.
Yeah, that I know about. Mm-hmm. But what I think, all women's farts smell the same to me.
Really?
You've been with more women in that sense. You've probably been more comfortable with women because I've never dated, so I haven't had.
I haven't been around a ton of people that do farting.
No, my girlfriend farts now.
Really?
And I've stopped farting because of it.
Really?
Because it has made me see her differently. Like it really has.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's the type of thing where you're in a long-term relationship and you've been around the person just farting and you're like, do I still want to have sex?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Because it's like with the man.
Does she mean to fart?
Well, first off, this is some shit.
Because most girls like hide out.
Dude, I'm really calm, except like I have certain lines. Don't wake me up when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Because that's just one line. I don't fuck with me when I'm sleeping. She woke me up the other day because I farted in my sleep. Right. And by the way, our cats have been farting a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know if I even farted in my sleep.
That's why it's good to have an animal because you can blame the animal on the fart.
But she woke me up. And she goes, are you farting?
I don't know.
And I was like, asleep. I don't fucking know.
Right.
And then I'm like, I'm sleeping right now. And then she goes, I think you're farting. and then she laughs, and that makes me even fucking madder because she woke me up out of my sleep, and I'm like, shut the fuck, I'm fucking sleeping.
You go from 0 to 60.
So 100. And so then the other day, she farted during her sleep. And
you woke her up?
No, I didn't wake her up. I let her sleep.
Yeah.
And she fanned it in my face. I didn't mean to. She was like turning, and it fanned into my face, and it was so bad, it woke me up. And I didn't do anything. I got up and went in the other room and slept for a couple hours and came back in. And so like that's the shit where I'm like, you need to understand all the shit I do.
Right,
like,
you don't even know.
With a man, it's like a when and a woman, like doing like sexual stuff, it's like women, like it's like the whole body. It's like it's like a whole thing. But like men, like we pretty much have our one area and you kind of don't fuck with the rest.
But I thought like aren't men's nipples erogenous?
I don't even know what erogenous means.
Like
I thought that's when you're like different races. Are you sure that's not what that is?
I think
erogenous?
I'm bad with words, but I thought erogenous was like an erogenous zone. Like that's the erogenous zone, and it's like
it sounds like when you say it fast, Aaron Rodgers zone. Which I think
it's a thing. I'm pretty sure.
No, but no, I have small nipples, by the way.
So they're not erogenous.
No, look.
And going in your butt's supposed to be very stimulating.
What do you think about that?
Looks pretty normal to me.
Yeah, I got made fun of them a lot.
Really? How'd they get access to your nipples?
I used to wrestle, so everybody had a shirt off. I don't know if my whole town had baloney nipples or I had small nipples.
Those big fucking, erogenous, sensitive to sexual stimulation. Boom, I knew it.
So a clitoris is erogenous.
I think so, yeah.
There should be like a sexual rapper. That's like a cool line. It's like Matthew Broussard.
Does he rap?
No, it'd be cool. He could though, probably, because he's like got the big ass brain, that big ass forehead.
Yeah, well, where can people find your stuff?
They can find it at Rocky Dale Davis.
At Rocky Dale
Davis, all the albums.
How many albums do you have?
One. So all of them as in one.
Yeah.
And so it hit number 1 on iTunes. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. It is a big deal. But don't even care. You don't have to buy it. Just go on Spotify and create a playlist with it. Rocky Dale Davis, live from Denver at the world famous Comedy Works. It's awesome. Go listen to it and follow me. And thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming on and hanging out.
And thanks to the studio. This was great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's beautiful. Thank you, Rocky.